Bay. The saga of the great Hudson's Bay Fur Company. And of the brave men who traveled the untrekked wilderness from Labrador to California, from Minnesota to Alaska. Starring Barry Nelson as Jonathan Banner, Hudson's Bay Man. With George Tobias as Pierre Falcon.
Midsummer, 1820. Pierre Falcon and I were in the Upper Peninsula region inspecting some of the smaller Hudson's Bay Company trading outposts. Warrant's Depot was our first destination. The trade there was small, but growing. As we made our way, we had no idea that we were not the only ones on our way to Warrant's Depot that steaming midsummer afternoon.
Saw the Sioux run like that. They said it was going to be a big rain, but the sky was clear. For 3 days there was no rain. And then, poof, sacre bleu. Oh, many of the trappers were drowned. I lost everything.
They seem to be running from Warrant's Depot.
The sky was clear, like the time of the Sioux. Since then, when I see a frightened Indian, I look 3 times.
3 times?
For the 3 evil spirits of the Cree. They say if you see their image, then all will be well.
What image?
Well, the hawk on the wing, the running animal, and the snake. I have seen 2 of their evil spirits. The hawk and the running animal.
What if you don't see the 3rd one, the snake?
It means that the 3rd one is a way to create mischief.
You really believe all that, don't you?
I must see a snake before sundown.
Well, you don't have much time.
It's not a funny thing, Johnny. The sun is down, Johnny. I did not see the 3rd evil.
Stay away. I'm warning you. We have the fever in here. Stay away.
The 3rd evil.
Stay away, Banner. We have the fever in here. Stay away.
I brought mail, Mrs. Warrant.
She is right, Johnny.
We might be able to help you.
Nobody can help now. I've got to look after my own.
Johnny, come back.
He is right, Mrs. Warrant. Maybe he's already caught the fever and won't catch it again. Maybe he can help us.
You come 1 step nearer, John Banner, and I'll shoot. I'm warning you.
Give me that gun.
All right, you're in now. But the fever can cut you down just as it can the rest of us.
Sounds like she had a touch of the fever herself.
She's been acting like that since both the boy and Mr. Warrant came down with it.
Oh, little Jeremy's down with it, too. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, you must be Frank Thorne, Warrant's clerk.
Yes, sir.
Where's Mrs. Thorne?
She's in there helping with Jeremy the boy. Would you like a cup of tea, Mr. Banner?
Well, now, that's the best offer I've had today. By the way, we saw an Indian family leaving here like they'd seen a ghost.
When they heard about the fever, they just ran.
How'd they find out about it?
Mrs. Warrant told them.
She told them?
Everything all right, Johnny?
Sure, we're just having a tea party. Why don't you get comfortable and join us?
Tea party? Where?
I need more water, Frank.
This is Mr. Banner, Mary, and Pierre Falcon. How do you do, Mrs. Thorne?
You shouldn't have come in, Mr. Banner.
Hurry up with that water.
I'll have to get some water. Excuse me.
Why do you go through gunfire? All you were going to do is deliver the mail. If I were you, I would just throw in the mail and run.
We're all around here. And find out what's happening.
You always have to find out something. Maybe it would be better if you did not find out what was happening.
Oh, well, you always were such an idealist, Pierre.
There's something more than fever bothers you, eh, Johnny?
How long before it gets really dark here?
1 hour, not more.
Moon tonight?
No more.
They get the horses and bring them around the side of the house between the cabins.
And the gear?
Yeah. Tell Thorne to get his spare lead and powder.
Hello, Banner.
How you feel, Buck?
That's it. I feel fine.
He's burning up with the fever. Has been for the past 2 days.
Hello, Jeremy.
Did you bring it, Mr. Banner?
Yes, Jeremy, I brought it.
Brought what? I hope you're not going to give that child something that will get him all excited.
Beautiful.
I bought it from a traveling street company in Montreal.
With funny men and little dogs dressed up that do tricks?
Yeah. Hey, look, maybe your pa will let you go with us on the next trip, huh? Together, you and me and Pierre?
Fever any place along the valley, Johnny?
Well, yours is the first. And there was this one man who was dressed like an Indian, and he was shooting arrows up into the air, and he was always just running all around and around trying to catch them before they fell to the ground. And he had a trained dog that grabbed them in his mouth.
It's getting stuffy in here.
Funny how fever hits, strikes one, leaves another alone.
You think Mother will let me go? I mean, next time, you know, to Montreal.
Yeah, I think so. That fever's it's a funny thing, all right. But the Indians don't understand that. Any trouble with them, Buck?
None at all. Done well with my trade. Yeah, young Thorne will show you the books.
Did you see anything else in Montreal? I mean, good things you can tell me about.
Well, the most important thing to me, thinking about it, were the lights. Hundreds and hundreds of lights all along the streets, so you can always see where you're going. Oh, it's like pure daylight, even on the darkest night.
I can't think of anything I'd rather see.
Well, you'll see it, Jeremy. You just do what your mother tells you, and you'll lick this fever yet.
Yes, sir.
What's all this for?
You made a great mistake telling that Indian about the fever. If I know anything about Indians, why, he's going to go back to his people and tell them everything he knows.
Why should I let that worry me?
Well, the Indians are very frightened of fever. Have you ever seen it spread through a tribe? I remember a few years back what it did to a tribe of Algonquins. They should be here soon to burn us out.
You think they will, Johnny?
Oh, don't be silly. They won't come within miles of this depot.
That's why I told that Indian, so that he'd go back there and tell the others, and then we could leave here without any trouble.
Leave here? I don't understand, Lily.
Well, I haven't had time to tell you yet, Buck Warren. But we're leaving here. This fever's bad. It needs treatment, a doctor's treatment. And there's a doctor at Fort York.
Fort York?
I know how you feel about leaving here. But if you can think of the boy, if you can't think of yourself.
Well, we better start thinking about how to defend ourselves. Come through that clump of trees, but you may not want to get too close. If that's true, they'll sit back behind that rise and throw flame arrows. Well, the distance is too great for any accuracy, so a man on the roof with enough water might... How much water do you have in the house, Mrs. Thorne?
3 buckets, 1 in here and 2 in the sick room.
I have 2 buckets outside near the cabin. I could fill them. That would make 5.
Which side of the house is it?
Now, I'll go. They'd be hard to find in the dark.
Frank.
The well would be hard to find, too.
What's the easiest way to the top of the cabin from here?
The roof slopes very low on the bedroom side.
When do you think they're going to hit us, John?
You know the Cree as well as I do. Could be any time.
Yeah, any time. Oh, I'm hungry, Lily. The boy hasn't eaten in 2 days.
Starve a fever and feed a cold. You'll get nothing until this fever breaks.
We're going to need the water, ma'am. They'll probably throw flame arrows, and one of us is going to have to go on the roof.
I'm getting up to help. I can't lie here.
You'll do no such thing. Now, that water's for the sick. They've got to have the moisture.
This cabin's going to go up in fire if they throw flame arrows, and they probably will. The water's important.
I hate this place. Savages. Death every second of every day. No place to turn to.
Yes, ma'am, I know.
How could you know, John Banner? This is your life, this wilderness.
Don't we all suffer from the same thing?
What thing?
Loneliness. It's a thing one time or another we all have to live with, one way or another.
I'm very hot, Mother. Couldn't I take this bandage off?
Well, you leave that alone, and you lie down.
But it hurts under my arms.
Just lie down.
Be back by now.
I'll go see.
What can one man do if they're out there?
Mother, would you let me go to Montreal with Mr. Banner?
Pretty soon. Pretty soon, my dear. You're going to school at Fort York, and you'll grow up to be a fine man.
Mary, help me!
Mrs. Warrant! Mrs. Warrant!
No! We got the horses, Johnny.
Yeah, they got us pretty well cornered now.
Here comes some more. Did you hit him, Johnny?
Hit him? I can't even see him.
They're gone.
He's dead.
I'm sorry.
Johnny, it looks like they're getting ready to do something.
Don't shoot, Pierre.
What?
It's our only chance. Don't shoot.
But Johnny...
Buck. Come on out.
No, no, you can't. They're sick.
Buck.
So help me, I'll kill you, John Banner.
Banner, what's the matter?
Take the bandages off, Buck. Quick.
Take them off.
I won't let you. Get back into bed. You're sick, you'll die.
That's right, ma'am. We sure will. All of us. Unless we can convince the Indians there's no fever here.
Stand back, Buck. I'm going to kill him.
Lily, kill him? Are you out of your mind? Siwa!
Do you know that, Chief?
Yes. Old Fly.
Tell him you want to talk to him. Go on, tell him, man. Convince him I have to speak to him.
Hawi Taiawa. Ano Ti Ukiyaku. They're afraid the chief will get the white man's sickness.
All right. Tell him I hold in my hand a powerful medicine, a purge that will drive out the evil spirits. Tell him they're mistaken. Tell him this is not the white man's sickness, but a powerful white man's medicine.
What are you saying? Dayak. Jayatak. Jiaka. Siwa. Tu. Yadi. It's gone to fetch Fly. Whatever you had in mind better be good, Banner.
Good enough. Tell him I'm glad to see the Cree chief is among the bravest of men.
Your poor...
I speak your tongue, know what you say.
Then you must know there are many medicines of the Cree that the white man does not know. Fly must also know there are many medicines of the white man that the Cree does not know or understand. This is a medicine lady. This is her medicine.
Show medicine.
Give me the soap.
The what?
The soap. Before the sun rises, I will purge myself of all evil spirits. I will appear to be stricken by the white man's sickness. My body will grow hot, as you will see. And then, before the sun rises, I will be cool and refreshed.
Touch him and see for yourself how he is hot.
It is great medicine. But it is not over. He must come back refreshed.
Help me. Great Chief, it is now time.
Naki! You have given Fly great medicine. Fly will not forget. Thorn into the ground.
How did you know about the soap?
Yes, how did you know that, Johnny?
Well, it was a trick told to me by a sailor down in Montreal. It was used against the press gangs in London. A man with a raging fever couldn't be taken aboard a ship of war. And it's impossible to detect, isn't it? Isn't it, Mrs. Warrant?
Did you hate it here so much? I hope you'll visit us someday, Mary.
You're staying then,
We're staying.
after all that's happened.
She's my wife. And you know what they say, in sickness or in health.
I hope she'll be feeling better.
I hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive her.
I'll forgive her. I'm afraid I'll never forget her. Why did you tell him to give her that?
What happened here last night happened because of hate. If things are going to change around here, well, it's got to be because of love. We better be going. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Vanna. Thank you.